Hey guys, I have been inspired to do something different. So for some weird reason, I don't know if it's like meant to happen, it's a timeline thing, it's the moon. I don't know, but I've been getting a lot of masculines coming to my Etsy shop and getting personal readings. Just to put it in perspective, I've been doing it about a year and a half, 2 years now, I think. And I've probably only had like five before now, and I'm getting more and more in. So that's really exciting if you are on some type of soulmate, divine counterpart journey, to see that they really are awakening. And it's interesting to learn their perspectives and see how they see things, right? So that's kind of the purpose of this reading. I wanted to do a reading from their perspective to kind of show you, if you're on this journey, how it's coming through on their end. And that will hopefully help you balance out the connection. And if you are a divine masculine, maybe this will help explain some of your stuff as well. And I did want to say I am going to cross post this on TikTok. I usually don't cross post content, but I only wanted to do this one time. So don't get mad if you see it there. It's the only one. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for being here today. All the info you need is listed down below. So let's see. Actually, I don't want that deck. I want this one. What's going on in the divine masculine's world right now? What are they thinking, feeling, or going through? This is very promising. All right, so they're really starting to wake up. Further research is needed, spirituality and spiritual development. So I don't know how they came across this or what finally clicked, but it looks like they're also going through some boredom, maybe some addictions, complacency, childhood or family issues. So they've been either working through their childhood or family trauma, or if they have, a relationship where there's children involved, even if they're not in their lives anymore and are divorced, they're working through all the healing for that. And for some of them, they're realizing that a certain person or situation that they're in is not for their highest good. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say about that. The divine feminine. So I think that goes in really well with the further research is needed and spirituality and spiritual development. And they're seeing the blessing in this with the golden egg. Luck is on your side, upcoming blessings. With the mask, denial, disloyalty, falsehoods, or illusions. In the past, they had been kind of skeptical about this relationship. I feel like they were approaching it from a very logical standpoint, which is a lot of times the case in that energy. Let's get the tarot out and see what it has to say. What are the childhood or family issues? Something's keeping them restricted. That's what's holding them back or holding up their spirituality development. So anything that they, I don't mean to say addictions as far as alcohol or drug use. Addiction can be gaming. Addiction can be obsessing over somebody or something. Anything that you do that really takes away from like your life flow and all of that. And all this confusion is adding to it, but they do want to come in and apologize with the Page of Cups. So they've got a lot of chaos kind of going in their world right now, but the good news is they're tired of being complacent and bored, and they want to work through their issues, and they're finally like opening up a little bit to spirituality. Let's get one oracle card to go with that for their world right now, please, and then we'll move on to how they feel about the divine feminine or the feminine energy. New beginnings. So they are ready. Some of them might have left some things behind and they're ready to come forward. It's card 10 if that is significant to you. So how do they feel about the divine feminine? Whoa, didn't expect that. How do they feel about their person, I should say? Offense, defense. Look at this. Okay. See how confused they are, guys? And this is why I really wish I could say something to make people communicate. I'm trying here. It'll probably be better when Mercury retrograde's over. But when you have the offense, the ball is in your court, and defense, the ball is in their court. They are confused as far as if they are even allowed to approach you. I think they're trying to be respectful of your boundaries. And it could just be, since this is a collective reading, they think the ball is in your court for some of you. The ball's in their court for others of you. They also see that the situation hasn't changed, that something's going to have to give to end this stalemate, because we have statue, stalemate, stubbornness, afraid of change. And then the canvas, new passions or pursuits. So they do want to start over with a fresh slate, a passionate new beginning, but also I think that they might think that you've also done that as well. Let's get 2 more from this. We'll pull out the tarot. They think that you've let them go. And on the other hand, though, I think that they know that you have this undying loyalty, and they have that towards you, I mean to say. And they're really starting to look at what they did wrong, what everybody did wrong here. What else? How else do they feel about the Divine Feminine? The 9 of Pentacles, you're fine without them. And that's the Minor Arcana Empress. So, I mean, they put you in really high light. Even if they've never said, even if what they did, how they ended things was bad. Yeah, right whenever I said that, we got the 7 of Swords and the Emperor. So there's some self-sabotaging there. They either did that and realized that, maybe even some ghosting. But they know that something wasn't accurate. And look at this, the Queen of Wands. That's the most passion. And then we've got the Emperor. So they might feel like you're untouchable, unapproachable, that there's things outside of their control. Or for some of you, they're thinking that you've got to have it your way and that they can't even approach. Like that you rule your own kingdom now and they are no longer welcome. How did they think that you view them? So this is how they think you view them, right? So this is usually where it goes awry. Whoops. I don't want to know if I'm going to keep the hummingbird card, but... Oh, guys. Water, thirsty for change, drowning in emotion. They know that they broke your heart. And I think that it feels overwhelming to them, to the point of that's what's keeping them from approaching. They also have the Knots card, restrictions, complications, self-sabotage, like it's not worth it, that there were too many problems, too many choices. For some of you, to pass. You know that they chose somebody else or went down a different road. With the tribe, though, it's finding your home, soul tribe bonding. So they're well aware that you're aware of the connection and probably what that is. Universal interference here. Mercury retrograde tried to fall out. What else about how they think that the Watcher views them? Whoops, what was that? King of Wands. So a lot of passion there. And maybe they thought that you thought, you know, it was just all passion. That there were no emotions, that they didn't care about you. That it was all sex and that 10 of Swords, they know they stabbed you in the back and hurt you. And this girl in this 10 of Swords is walking away. No turning back. And then we've got the 9 of Swords and the Sun. So, man, the feeling around that is just the swirling of, I need to make this right. They can't get you out of their head. And I think that they think when you look back at this, it's from the 9 of Swords energy. About the happiness that you could have had. They feel that too. But with the 10 of Swords, it's almost like that was the line in the sand. And they don't feel that you're going to get past that. I'm feeling guided to pull some of these, which I don't even know how these are going to go. But let's see. Oh, okay. Your ancestors are helping behind the scenes, which we kind of got that gist earlier. Now, what do they consider to be blocks in the connection? So what's keeping them from coming forward? Something, that's the missing piece of information. So something had to be figured out here. Everything happens for a reason, divine intervention. The guiding light, light at the end of the tunnel. Why would that be a block? Are they just waiting for the divine, like for divine timing? They might think that there's no blocks now. There's some stuff undiscovered or hidden again. Man, that card's been coming out a lot. So what they don't know is what they consider to be the blocks of the connection. And that could be something as simple as they don't know how to find you, how to get to you, how to contact you, what's going on personally in your life outside of like the higher perspective. If you have social media and you post on there, they don't know. So it's like they're waiting, you know, to get to that light at the end of the tunnel for somebody to come back around. We've got ancestor assistance here and patience. So it's like they're waiting on the divine. Like it's just going to fall in there in magic, or that last little spark. That's so bizarre, because I would think that they would consider a lot of other things to be blocks in this connection. Let's see if we can get anything else. Mature woman, journey. So maybe you guys were too young, or maybe their mother got involved, or someone, an older female that they hold in high regard with the high honor here. It's like they want to do the right thing and the honorable thing, but they're preoccupied for other things. With occupation, that could just be something going on at home. But I feel for a lot of you, you know, look at this journey card, occupation. A lot of things are in the way. How do I get to this person? How do I end all the things, this childhood family issues, or get divorced, or do whatever I have to do and travel here and still make it work? And I think that's what they're trying to figure out right now. Let's see what else we can get for what other blocks are in the connection according to the Divine Masculine. Somebody's thinking with their mind. Regrets or resentment. So their head gets in the way again. Or they consider just the logical thought here. Oh, the candle went out. Why does that always happen when I'm doing these twin flame readings? Is in the way. The regrets, resentment, what went down. Nobody is thinking with the heart is what they consider to be a block. So what is the plan of attack in the near future? And so I asked for the intention through the end of 2023. So what is their plan of attack regarding this person? Official person, guys. Toil and labor, privileged lady. They are going to do whatever it takes to come back and get their person, to win you over. Let's get a couple more of these. Maybe this will say some things. Okay. They've got to let go. And I think they're working on this with everything that we have here with their world right now. This cycle is trying to close out by the end of 2023 because they were off path. They were repeating toxic cycles and or patterns, and they need to let something go in order to move forward towards this. And that is their plan of attack. Get back on path, release everything that has, you know, that is not serving my highest good and the highest good of all. What do they need to let go of? Ooh, guys. Fire extinguisher, stagnant love, dying passions, roommate dynamic, big issues, heavy burdens with the elephant and with sirens. There's all these red flags. And the divine, their ancestors are screaming at them. Pay attention. Be aware of this. Take the steps needed in order to get everybody on the right path. And look at this. Change in direction, off course. Deep love, unconditional love. That's awesome. Okay, get a couple tarot cards with that, and then we'll get some advice. Like what we're going to find out after this, what Spirit wants you guys to know. Four of Cups. The World, the Ten of Cups. Ooh, boy. the Fool, guys, and Temperance. So, you know, that's the Archangel Michael card. Some of you might be dealing with the Sag. Could be Gemini, Libra energy in here as well. But something's got to close out, and they've got to go towards their happiness. The missed opportunity is coming back around. I did a video on that today. Was that for Cancer? I can't remember. All right, let's get some final advice. What do both of these people need to know about their connection and the path forward, please? Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you stick around, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. If you feel that this resonated. Clarity and organization is going to be important. A tidy house. So that's also getting your ducks in a row. Be prepared. Me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So everyone here, they're working on their spirituality, spiritual development, intuition, all of that stuff. Getting rid of all the toxic cycles and patterns and things that don't serve them. I feel that the counterpart to them, though, has been doing that. They were probably a little ahead, more cognitive of what this connection was before the masculine got to the party. And then we have number 32, jeweled web connectivity. So they're trying to see how all these little lights are activated on this card. It reminds me of these little lights too in the Me Talks. Every single time we heal ourselves in one particular way, especially with childhood trauma or family issues, it like pings our counterpart, you know, and it pings the matrix so that all the lights light up. And it's kind of like electronics, you know, when all the lights light up, all cylinders are firing, you're good to go. So they're really trying to help this come back together, or at least connect by the end of 2023. So that is awesome. If this is your story, please let me know. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I'll be back soon.